What is up, everyone? My name is Andrea, and you should subscribe because, like, why not? But anyway, today I'm going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I was tagged by Kat over at Rustic Pages. You should definitely go check her out. I will link her down below. She's awesome. She also has like the best bookstagram ever that I've ever seen, and it was really nice for her to tag me, so I'm really excited to do this video. I haven't filmed a video in a while. Things are kind of crazy right now. Today is Tuesday, March 24th, and we are pretty much under quarantine, and I'm sure you are wherever you are. I hope you're not, but we're all kind of in the same boat right now, and it's like a weird time. But I still want to make videos and hopefully bring some entertainment to you guys. Hopefully you don't hate me after I do this tag because I have some unpopular opinions, but like, I love hearing people's opinions, so I hope you just, hear mine, value it, it's valid. Yours, I'll hear it, it's valid. Like, opinions are cool. Opinions are cool. Like, we need them. Like, everybody has different opinions, and that's what makes things interesting and fun. And like, if we all had the same opinion, it would be stupid and it would be boring. But we don't, so we can like talk about it. So yeah, I don't know. That's a disclaimer, I guess. So the first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like. And for this, I have 2 books to show you guys, so you're welcome. I gave you a bonus one. So the first book that immediately comes to my mind whenever I think of like a book that I don't like is, I'm scared to show it. Please don't come at me for this. If there was like any that I'm worried about people coming at me for, it's this one, and like, I kind of don't want to show it now, but I'm gonna, because like, it's just my thoughts. Okay. Again But Better by Christine Ruscio. So I love Christine. I love her videos. Like, I've watched them for like a very long time. Like, love her. But this book was just not like my cup of tea, Like, some books are just not made for certain readers, and I think this book was just not made for me. I thought I would like it. It's about this girl named Shane who is like going to study abroad because she wants like a change from her everyday life, and like, cool, like me too. And so I thought I would have a lot of fun with it, but then I read it and I just didn't have a lot of fun at all. And that's probably a very unpopular opinion. Like, you probably love this book, but me, she wasn't for me. Like, that's just it. Like, she wasn't for me. But I will say that the writing style was good. Like, it wasn't the writing style. I think it was more of the story and the character's voice. But I did like the descriptive elements and like Christine's like overall writing style. It was just certain themes and elements in this book that I didn't like. But if you want to buy this copy, I'm selling it on Depop, so you could go buy this one for like really cheap. Anyway, okay, I just didn't like this book. So the other one that I don't like, that is a popular book, popular series, oh my gosh, this is a lot harder than I thought. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Gann. The more I think about this book, the more I'm like, I don't ever want to pick it up and read it again. It just was very, very boring. Like, I was very bored during this book, and the cover is like so gorgeous. Like, I wanted to love it so much. Like, I wanted to love the main character and her love interest because they're very cute, but I just didn't. And I haven't even picked up Girls of Storm and Shadow, I think, because I'm not compelled or interested to pick it up. I'm sure I will, because that's just how I am. Like, once I start a series, I have to finish it, but like, this book just didn't really hit anything for me. I don't know, just weird. I know, like, my brain, I don't know, but this just wasn't it for me. Okay, so number 2 is a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. For this one, I'm gonna go with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Okay, I have heard a lot of people, or I've seen a lot of people talk about Throne of Glass like it's trash, and like, they've like talked about Sarah J. Maas like she writes trash, and I'm just like, excuse me. Throne of Glass is really good. For this being her debut novel, and like that being her first series, like, Throne of Glass is really good, and I just cannot wrap my head around the people who don't like it, or the people who haven't okay, not to call people out, I know people haven't finished like the whole series because they don't want it to end, but for people who just like gave up or like didn't like it, so they stopped and didn't even finish it out, I'm just like, how, like, it gets so good. And I guess not necessarily the first book, but like the series as a whole is just very good. Like, I can understand the first book, okay, like it's not the best, but it's up there, like it's pretty good. And so like as a series I love it, and people hate it, and I don't get that. Number 3 is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP that you don't like. So I'm going to answer the first part of this question. This is probably a spoiler for Nevernight by J. Kristoff. If you don't want to know, I will have a picture of Nevernight, so just mute it or skip it until this book is off the screen, and then you'll be fine. But in Nevernight, the main character, her name is Mia Corvier. I love her so much, but I really thought she was gonna end up with Trick. Trick's whole story is so sad, but the fact that she ends up with Ashlyn of all people is just what pisses me off. Not because, like, not for any other reason than what Ash did to Trick. Like, that is the main reason. Also, people think Trick is like so boring. They're so happy that Mia ended up with Ash, and I'm just like, Trick is not boring. Like, he literally had a lot of depth. He had feeling. He had like his own arc going on. Like, he had his own reasons for being at the like assassin school. Like, he wanted to be a blade he wanted to become a blade for his own reasons. And so the fact that they didn't even end up together just broke my heart. And like, I ship Mia and Trick so much to this day. Like, oh god, I can't. I get angry thinking about this, so I'm just gonna keep going. But I would not have chose Ash for Mia because it just didn't even seem as like authentic to me. Like, it didn't. It was forced, I think. But I'm not gonna get into that anymore because I can see people hating me. Okay. Number 4, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. So for this, thrillers, mysteries, graphic novels, contemporary. What does that leave? Young adult fantasy. That's all I read. I'm just kidding. No, I love young adult fantasy and I love classics, but we're not talking about what I love. We're talking about what I don't read. Okay. I don't read thrillers just because I don't have enough of them, and I just always can catch what is going on. Like, thrillers and mysteries. Like, I just can tell who's the bad guy and like who's behind everything. Like, I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo growing up. Like, I'm just really good at picking up the tells of uncovering a mystery. So I don't know, they just don't work for me. Poetry, I have like 2 poetry books. I want to read them, I just haven't got to get into them, but like, I'm not opposed to it, I just haven't yet. And finally, graphic novels. I have only ever read one graphic novel, and it was for a history class, a US history class in college. And I just don't know how to read graphic novels, 1. 2, I just don't find them entertaining. Like, I just can't look at everything going on and like comprehend it and like look at the still images. Like, if I see images, I need them to be moving like a movie and not just still on a paper. It's just my brain, I don't know. That's not saying that I will never read a graphic novel, because I'm sure that I will, and like I want to. Like, everybody talks about Heartstopper, and I want to read that really bad. I just haven't bought it because I know that it's just gonna sit there and I won't know what to do with it once it's in my hands. If you have any tips on a beginner trying to read graphic novels, let me know, because your girl just doesn't know. She's clueless when she comes to graphic novels. Okay. Number 5, a popular or beloved character that you do not like. Hear me out. Will Herondale. Hear me out. Okay. I don't like Will Herondale, William Owen Herondale, from The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, in the sense that I like Jem Carstairs infinitely more. And like, do I love Will? Yes. But if I was going to pick Will or Jem to live or die, I would pick Jem to live and Will to die. Because I don't like Will as much as I like Jem. But I still love Will, okay? You get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I'm just a Jem girl, but like, I still like Will. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. So I'll give you some others because that probably doesn't count, because I literally have a picture of Wessa, Will, and Tessa right there. So you can tell I'm a liar, but let me just keep going. I also don't like Clary from the Mortal Instruments series. I think she is just so naive, and like she's trying to be Emma Carstairs, like she's trying to be Isabel Lightwood, but she's just not, and she just can't like get her own image and her own like self-awareness. That probably doesn't make sense. I just didn't like Clary. I think she was annoying. Okay, next. Okay, also Mare Barrow from the Red Queen series. I didn't like her as a protagonist, as a voice that we have to see the story through. I think that anytime we got other POVs was so much better, because like she was just such a basic character, and like it was just hard to follow anything that she said or did, and I didn't like her reasons for things, and I just didn't like her. I don't know. I also don't like Mal from Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I think that Mal, that might not be unpopular. I think the unpopular thing would be if you did like Mal, but I don't know. I don't like him because of the way that he treated Alina. I also don't like Zoya because of what she did to Alina. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but if you know, then you know. And everybody's like, don't hate Zoya, like you're just girl hating, like you're just hating on her because like she's blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm not girl hating. Like, I don't hate her. I don't think she's like a slut, but I just don't like her because she knew that Mal and Alina were kind of like a thing, and she still kind of went after Mal. She didn't go after him. She still was with Mal, messing with Mal. Spoiler, she kissed Mal. And so I just don't like her. I haven't read King of Scars, and maybe she will be redeemed, but as of the end of Ruin and Rising, I didn't really see many redeeming qualities for me to like Zoya. I love who's gonna play her in Shadow and Bone, Sujaya Dasgupta. Like, I love her, and I'm really excited, but I just don't see the hype on Zoya. I'm sorry. Okay. What are we on? I need to go. I'm gonna get canceled after this video. Like, I know I am. So let me just keep going. Let me just keep digging myself a hole. Okay. Number 6, a popular author that you can't seem to get into. For this one, it's pretty simple. Okay. I just can't get into Rick Riordan. I have read The Lightning Thief and Sea of Monsters and maybe Titan's Curse. Haven't read the rest of that series, the Percy Jackson series. Don't shoot me. Like, I want to finish it, but when I was younger, I just never finished it. I really enjoyed those, but now that I go back and try to reread them, I can't get into it. It's probably because I'm not a, 12-year-old boy who was the target audience, but like, I don't know. I hope I can get back into them. I also can't get into Rick Yancey. Rick Yancey wrote the Fifth Wave series. I own them all, and I could never finish the Fifth Wave. Like, I just remember trying over and over one summer to finish the Fifth Wave because I really like dystopians, and I was really excited to like read another new dystopian, and I just could not get into it like over and over, and it was annoying. And I guess I just don't like authors whose first name is Rick. Like, I don't know. Rick Riordan and Rick Yancey are the two that come to mind, and if your name's Rick and you're writing a book, I probably won't read it because I can't. I just won't like it. Okay. Number 7, a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. For this, I didn't really know what to say because I am a sucker for a lot of book tropes. I love love triangles. Like, please give me a love triangle. I want all the angst and the tea and the drama, and I want to pick my favorite and see if I'm right. I also really love like books with like warring kingdoms. Like, that's a big thing right now, like courts and royals and princes and princesses. Like, I'm not over it yet. I think I'm getting there, but as of right now, I kind of really like to read stuff set in like back then time periods, and like with the nice dresses and like, historical fantasy. I'm liking it now. But one trope that I don't like is miscommunication. Miscommunication is sometimes necessary to like allude to a bigger plot or to like progress the plot, and that you're keeping your reader interested. But when miscommunication is put in there for no reason other than the author wanting you to like be like, oh my god, I want to know, and like and it's just annoying. Like, that's annoying. So whenever like a character says something and then the other character could have clearly responded to it like right then, but like the chapter ends and then you're just like, what? Like, why was this never explained? And then later on, like, it takes them like 20 chapters to even talk about it. It's just annoying to me, and I don't like that. Number 8 is a popular series that you have no interest in reading. For that, I am going to say A, Curse So Dark and Lonely. I don't know who the author is. I hear a lot about it, and I know it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I don't like Beauty and the Beast retellings. I barely could read ACOTAR, and I like the other 2 books more once they delved away from the Beauty and the Beast plot line, like retelling plot line. I just don't like that, and I know a lot of people love it, and I might pick it up one day, but I don't own it. I don't feel like I need to own it. I wouldn't buy it for myself, and I'm not interested in it. Also, the same thing goes for like the Magnus Chase series by Rick Riordan and the like Trials of Apollo series. I hear about them, and I just don't have any inkling of interest for them at all. Like, I do not. Like, I don't care. I feel like I'm breaking some people's hearts. If you like those, I'm sorry, but I just don't care. Number 9, the final question, is the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? And for this, I'm going to say If I Stay. This is not If I Stay. This is Where She Went. This is like the sequel to it. But If I Stay by Gail Forman. I can't find my copy of If I Stay. That shows how much I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. I do care. I love If I Stay. But I love the movie so much more. Like, I can see myself rewatching the movie over and over, but I will not read that book again. Like, I will not pick it up and read it again. I know that I won't. It broke my heart, and it's really sad, but I really did just like the movie a lot better, and I will watch it over and over, and I don't even know where my copy is. This is book 2, so that's just great. So that was all of my unpopular opinions. I'm sure I have a lot more that don't relate to these questions that I'm not going to go into, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you think the same on any of the questions that I've answered, or let me know if like you hate me now because of these answers, but try not to, you know, roast me because I'm a fragile human. I'm stuck in my room for the next 4 days, so I will be reading the comments, and like, don't make me cry because I cry easily, so just be nice to me. I am going to tag you if you're watching this, and if you haven't done this, if you want to do it, I'm tagging you. Also, I'm in a group chat on Twitter, and I'm going to tag everybody in that group chat. If they haven't done it, I'm going to tag them to do it, so go do it. Okay. That's pretty much all I have to say for this video. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like this video down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you're staying safe and quarantined and not going out. Okay, bye!